Good afternoon, dears. We are very happy today to introduce you with our international guest, the representing of Malaysia. We would like to discuss today about the main idea of the festival of Ruch Sanat and also such kind of traditional musics in Kyrgyzstan event, and hope that our discussion will be interesting for all of you. So today in our international festival of Ruch Sanat, we are very pleased to see you as a part of this big international event, and we would like to say great thanks for your visiting our country and participating in such kind of great cultural event to our country. Could you please to tell about yourself? And I would like to ask some questions because of for our National Academy of Manas and also for our studio. It's very important historic moment to have such kind of dialogue with you. Could you please to tell about yourself, from where you are come, and
Okay.
could you please to tell about your organization, the mission of your organization, and how you are supporting and participating in today's Ruch Sanat festival?
Okay. I'm Prof. Tan Su Ben, and I come from Penang, which is a small island in the north of Malaysia. This city is UNESCO World Heritage Site. And so we have many visitors all the time, coming to see the place. But the place is getting more and more gentrified, and the young people are sort of losing their idea of what is culture, what is identity. They have actually lost a sense of place. Like they do not know what is the sense
You
of
mean
identity.
young generation of Malaysia?
Younger generation. Because this younger generation, they have been, they don't live in the heritage site anymore. The heritage site is a very multicultural area where you have like a little India, little China, you have mosques, and you have temples, you have churches, all side by side, and people interact with one another. But now young people, they have moved out of the city, and the parents live in the countryside, in the urban spaces, right? Housing areas. So they go to separate schools. So they go, like Chinese go to Chinese school, Indians go to Indian school, and then Malays go to Malay school. So they don't mix with one another, and they don't know what their culture is anymore. So I
Like a globalization of the
Yes,
process.
correct.
By one side it's good, but for the second side it looks like a losing of your own nature or your own like a corner stage, right?
Yes, and a sense of place, what the place was all about in the past. And they've lost a sense of history also,
Yes.
right? Of the
How
own
do you think is it
community.
important for young generation to remember their history and their past?
I think it's very important that they do not lose their identity, because a sense of place will give you a sense of identity.
Yes.
And help you to find out who you are. Yeah. And so because I myself experienced this when I was young, I was very anglicized. I went to English school because of British colonization in Malaya, and so I speak very good English. I play the piano, but when I went overseas to do my bachelor's and master's degree, I had like a crisis, because I started asking, why am I playing the piano? I don't even know what my culture is all about. And I feel that it's important for me to help the younger generation now so that they do not go through this
Yes.
process with me. So that's why I went into the study of traditional music. I learned music and how to play instruments from different parts of the world, because in the US, in Wesleyan, they bring in masters from Africa, from China, from Japan, from India, from Korea, you know. And these musicians teach courses. They teach practical as well as theory courses. So I was able to be exposed to all these different types of music. So when I went back to Malaysia to teach, it was important for me to decolonize the education system in Malaysia. So I started introducing, local music and into the music curriculum in the schools and in the university as well. Because before that, it was all Western.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people don't learn about their own traditional culture. But first of all, I had to do research because
Okay.
nothing was written about the traditional culture, and it's only the practitioners who know about it, and nobody is like really learning. Young people are not learning, so I had to do a lot of research, write about it, and I began to write textbooks and all that, and I bring the musicians in to teach my students, and I also started young people's programs in the city. So we bring in children who have moved out, and we take them around the city. We make them listen to the sounds, to collect sounds and collect objects, and then they talk to the people, and they collect stories about history, and then they come back and make their own music composition and they play and make their own plays, and then we perform back to the communities. So this has I've been doing this for the past 2 or 3 decades, and it is, I think, very, very helpful for the young people. But at the same time, I'm also very keen to share my methodology with people outside in the global world. And I think ICTMD has really provided me this opportunity because there are people from Latin America, Africa,
From Brazil, from African countries,
different parts of the world who are doing the same thing as what I'm doing, and trying to revitalize tradition in their own way. So it's very important for us to communicate and to share ideas. So I think that this festival is has the same aims and same idea of transmitting to the young. So it's a very good, I think, good way to reach out to the young, because then they can see, this is the good musicians can play really well, and they will be inspired to learn, right?
Yes. So what was your impression? Are you visiting Kyrgyzstan first time, or you visited before?
This is my first time. I haven't been to Kyrgyzstan, and I think that it's still very people-oriented. The communities are still very strong.
Is it good? How do you think? Because of you have experience of living in different countries, right? Like in Western countries, in Canada, and how do you think the style of living of our nature, our country, is good, or little bit like staying on one stage?
No, I think it's really, it's because people have this idea that if you don't modernize and you just keep to your tradition, then you're very backward, Of course, this is not true, right? Because you really need your traditional culture to be, to know who you are, right, in the world. So I think that Kyrgyzstan, the communities here that I've seen, they still very strongly believe in their own culture, and they want to promote it, right? And they're passing it down to the younger generation. And you can see the young people in the competitions, they are really playing so well, and they're playing tradition in their own way, which is, that's how the traditions can survive. Because if you keep it as just tradition and don't change, it will not survive.
Yes,
So I think you all are doing a very, very, very good job. a lot of documentation,
Uh-huh.
and you learn from the documentation, and you pass on to the young people and just let them do their own
Yes.
thing with the tools that you give them.
Okay. So did you feel that the young generation of our country is like generally joined to such kind of events, not like a special part of life, just generally, commonly. So such kind of things, like yesterday you participated in this festival and you saw this people's joining to the event. It was naturally, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
is it a difference between, for example, Malaysian young generation and here?
I think in a sense, yes, because I think Malaysian younger generation are very globalized and westernized, yeah, because of the media exposure and also because of colonization. So, but here it's a bit, I think, still more community oriented,
Yes. Okay.
and we should try to keep that, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Whereas in Malaysia, I try to bring the community back, and make them important in the lives of the young children, that I work with, by making them go and talk to the older people in the city. They talk to their grandparents about life and all that, and then when they come together to make their own composition, then they think more, about what these people said, right? And also because we work across not only generation but ethnic groups, so we make them like interview. If they are Chinese, they might interview Malay or Indian. If they're Indian, you interview Chinese. So then you get to learn about another person's identity and culture and religion, and it helps in social bonding. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your wishes for this traditional festival of Ruch Sanat and for our country and for the people of our nation?
I think it will be a very good idea if this festival can expand more and get more people from the Central Asian region together, because you all share so many similarities in culture, right? It's very good to talk, to dialogue, and to play music together, and to dance together, yeah. So as a region, it brings people together, and it's good for the younger generation also to know that there are a lot of similarities and differences, but we are one.
Thank you very much for your wonderful discussion and for your recommendations and wishes for the maybe more developing the festival. And I hope that AMD will do such kind of great mission for the nation of the world and for bringing us together in this earth.